Hey everybody, this is May the 21st, 2024, and I'm going to walk just a little piece in the woods and I'm going to show y'all what I'm planning to do. Um, I still haven't cleared out really enough yet, but I'm making I'm building me a little mystical path in the woods here. It's something that I was led to do in meditation. A couple of days ago when I was in meditation, it came to me that maybe it would be a good idea if I created some kind of sacred place or some kind of bug out place in my woods, because if things get really bad, or well, they're already bad, but if things get critical to where we're not able to stay in our homes, and listen folks, it's not safe. We're not safe in our homes right now. We're not with the frequencies and how they're pulsing them inside our homes, and with the radiation and people getting sick. And I mean, I think I heard about 7 or 8 more people who died recently in my town, my little small sleepy town, that people just died of heart attacks, strokes, brain aneurysms, COPD. I mean, they're just dying, okay? And most of these people, I know they had I'm going to call it the black elephant because I can't say the name of it. If I say the name, if I call out the name, then YouTube's going to remove this video. So we'll call it the black elephant. And I call it black because it's death. It's a death sentence. And most of these people, I'm going to say 90% of them, maybe even 100% of these people had the black elephant. Their bodies were full of it. And they were just time bombs waiting to explode. And what happened was these people, they had Wi-Fi in their homes. They sit at their computer long enough for these frequencies to hit them, and the nanotechnology that was implanted in the body reacted, and they had heart attacks and strokes. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get deep into that because that's not what this is about. What this video is about is what I got in my meditation about creating a bug out place. Now, when I say bug out place, I'm talking about a place away from my house that has no electricity, no electronics, nothing. Just a bug out place in the woods. And I started cleaning out a little path here, and I'm going to show y'all a little bit of what I've done. And I'll keep y'all updated as I go. But I'm planning on creating this path all the way from the south end back to the north end. But anyway, right now I've just got a little ways, but I want to tell you why I got this, or what the message was that I got, that the situation on the planet is going, I mean, it's already bad, okay? It's already bad, but it's going to get worse before it gets better, okay? It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, especially for the targeted individuals. Now, it's going to get bad for everybody, but if you're a targeted individual and they start increasing their attacks against you, you're going to need a place that you can get away. You're going to need a place you can go that is not inside your home, because you're not going to be safe inside your home, especially if they start using these 5G cell towers and they start cranking up the frequencies against us, like they're doing to so many people right now that are dying. I felt an urge from God to make a sacred place where I could get away at night. In other words, a place where I could go at night and maybe sleep if I have to, if I can't stay inside my house, because this is not new to me. I've been looking for safe places to sleep ever since 2020. and I have gotten my electrical power reduced enough and my to enough to where I can deal with the frequencies right now. Now, I haven't stopped them. You can't stop these frequencies, okay? You can't stop them, but you can reduce them down to a level to where you can actually deal with it, okay? And that's what I'm doing. By reducing the electrical power inside my home, by removing my electronics from my home and everything, all my battery operated devices, and covering my smart meter with the stainless steel bow, I've reduced the frequencies. But if they launch new attacks against us and they do some of the things that I've been hearing that they're planning to do, now I'm not going to talk about what I have heard. I mean, because most of y'all probably have heard the same thing, and because I don't know that it's true, and right now it's just pretty much propaganda. But if they do, and I'm feeling like they are going to increase their attacks, like they're going to, things are going to get worse for us. They're going to start really zeroing in on us, and especially with the elections coming up, you know, and they know their time's running out. They're going to really pull out all the stops, what you say, and pull out everything they got against us. So I felt led to create a place in my woods so that I can get out of my house if I have to. And this is where I started. I'm going to show you a little bit. I just started, so I hadn't really got a lot done, but I just want to kind of show you the path here and some of the woods. Now, I've left most of the trees because I love trees and I love nature. I don't cut down any trees unless I absolutely have to. So what I've done is I've just kind of cleared the branches and the briars from around the trees, and I've made little entrance ways through the trees to get through here. That's a big limb I got to come back and move right there because that's in my path. Okay. I'm gonna put a lot of things in here like are natural. I'm gonna put things in here that I get from the natural environment, like some more driftwood. I'm gonna try to get some big rocks or some big stones to put down here, and maybe some sand and some. I kind of want to build some kind of water, you know, system down here or something. But right now I just got these little rabbits and things just sitting around. And I'm planning on planting some. I'm gonna plant some fruit trees down here because some of these spots have got a lot of sun, and I don't know if they'll live, but I'm gonna try it because it would be great to be able to come through here and pick fruit. You know, pick fruit. Anyway, to show you some of what I cleared out here. I'm not going to go all the way that I've cleared because I've got shorts on right now, and there's a lot of poison ivy and poison oak out here. And when I get that, I break out. I swell up all over. So I have to be careful. And I'll make sure I wear long pants and long sleeves, but right now I got on shorts. So like I said, I'm going to create a sacred place in the woods, and I want to show y'all a spot, a clearing. It's actually a clearing in the woods. You see a lot of these. There's a lot of clearings out here, and a lot of good spots would be good to put like a little shed. And what I'm thinking about is a little wooden shed big enough to put a bed in, or like a bedroom in the woods, you call it, or a hideaway in the woods. And so if the frequencies and the radiation and the chemicals, they're still hitting me with chemicals. I got hit last night with some kind of chemical, and I'm not sure where they got it from. Because usually they hit what I got, you know, laying around my house, but I removed everything, so I'm thinking now they might be hitting the antifreeze in my car, or maybe the neighbor's car. Because they will do that. They can hit your antifreeze or your brake fluid or whatever you got in your car, and then they can extract it, and then they can release that inside your house. Okay, right in here, there's a clearing here. I thought I'd clear some more out in here and then have somebody, I gotta find a carpenter. Those carpenters are really hard to find because there's just not any around here. I'm gonna find a carpenter to build me like a wooden building here that's big enough, just big enough to put a bed in. Because there's not gonna be anything else in it. There's not gonna be, I mean, I might put a cabinet in there, but there's not gonna be any kind of electricity in it. No plumbing, nothing like that, just a room. An empty room that I can put a bed in. And maybe like a dresser. And I can come down here if I have to and sleep in. Okay. And without having any kind of electricity, no kind of battery operated devices, nothing. Because these weapons, they can hook to your electricity, they can hook to your batteries. Anything you've got that runs on batteries, they can use as a power source. So I'd have to use like, I mean, I'd have to really get back to the basics, okay? I'd have to use like candles and things. But that's my plan, is to get somebody to build me like a little one room right here for a bed. And it's not too far away from my house, but it's far enough where to be safe. And by the way, the more distance you can put between yourself and the weapons or the frequencies or your electricity, the more distance you can put between yourself and your electricity and your electronic devices, the better off you're going to be. And if you got some property, or you have some woods on your property, even if it's just a little bit of woods, where you can build you a getaway, a bug out place, or somewhere where you can get away from the frequencies and the chemicals, and because I feel like eventually, I mean, they've been hitting me with everything, but I feel like eventually they're going to go wide scale with the chemicals and the frequencies, and they're going to start hitting everybody. That's what I think is coming. Because listen, their time is running out. They know, and they know it. Okay, their time's running out. We are shifting. Planet Earth is shifting. And so many people don't understand this, but we are shifting out of 3D into 5D. And so once this happens, once this shift is complete, it's done, the people that are still alive when this happens are going to live here in the new earth with Christ. So they know this is coming, and they're doing everything in their power to take us out now, because they don't want to see it happen. They don't want to see us living in this new earth. No, they want to keep control and have their new world order. But anyway, if you have a small piece of property with some woods on it, and you'll need to get at least 100 yards away from your house, or 100 yards away from your electricity and your electronic devices. The more distance, like I said, the more distance you can put between yourself and the electricity, the safer you'll be. So at least 100 yards or more. Build you a bug out place or a sacred place where you can go if you have to get out of your house. And folks, I am feeling this really strong. I'm feeling it really strong within right now. I feel like we are going to have to do this. It's going to be necessary for us to get out of our homes. I don't know what the deep state has planned for us. I don't know if they're going to come knocking on our doors and dragging us out of our homes and rounding us up. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But I know that they're desperate and they'll do anything they can to stop us. I'm getting emotional because I'm getting emotional because that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to create a place for us to get out of our houses. It might be just temporary. It might be for a night or two. It might be for a week. It might be for months. It might be for years. I don't know. But I feel like this is something that's necessary. This is something that we need to do. God's showing me that. So if y'all know anybody that's a carpenter and knows how to build a little room or like a little shed in the woods that can build a shed for me, let me know, because I'm looking for somebody. And yeah, it'll have to be reasonable too, because I'm not a rich person. But look at this crazy mushroom right there. Wow, look at that. It's turned black. It looks like it's infected with that black goo stuff, you know, like they spray in our houses. That's what it looks like. But anyway, I'm gonna go all the way. Oh, look, here's the turtle. Hey, hey, hey there. You gonna come out? I don't think he wants to be bothered. He's got his head under the leaves, so I'm not gonna bother him. There's another mushroom. It's a wild looking mushroom. Yeah, he's hiding from me. He's afraid of me. Okay, I'm gonna walk a little piece more through here and show you this, because this is hold on. This is another pretty spot right here. It would be real pretty for a sacred place to put something. Sacred place to come and just, you know, kind of hide away. You know, and I don't know why I'm feeling this so strong, but when I woke up this morning, it's like the message came to me about creating a bug out place in the woods, creating a place to go, to get out of the house, so that I can get out of the house. Because, folks, we need to start thinking about ways we can protect ourselves. Okay, we really do, because we know that the powers that be have plans to take us out. That's their plan. And I feel like the closer we get to the election, that the worse things are going to get, at least for the target individuals. I don't know about everybody else, but I feel in my gut that it's going to be everybody. I feel like it's going to be widespread. I feel like they're going to hit everybody pretty hard, like they're not already. But I was looking at the obituaries last night, and I saw so many people listed on there that I know that I didn't even know had died. And I got so upset about it, and I tried to call some of them and find out what happened, and well, majority of them just never made it home from the hospital. They got sick with something and they never made it home from the hospital. And you know, that's what's happening. If you go to the hospital, if you get sick and you go to the hospital, you're not guaranteed that you're going to make it back home. Because if you, let's see, about 9 out of 10 people, when they're admitted to the hospital, they get COVID. They end up being positive for COVID. Now, and this is the hospitals doing that. And then if you get COVID, then you know what comes next. They put you on that remdesivir, and it shuts down your major organs. And when your major organs start shutting down, you can't breathe. They put you on the ventilator, and then you don't get off of that. You die. So 3 of the people that I talked to last night on the phone told me that their loved ones did not make it home from the hospital. They went in the hospital to have surgery. One of them had open heart surgery, didn't make it. Another one had some kind of gallbladder surgery. And gallbladder surgery is not even supposed to be serious. As a matter of fact, I think they do that in outpatient now. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe they came home and then they died. I don't know, but then another person had back surgery where they went in and they put this. I hope I didn't step on that little turtle. One man that I know well had back surgery. He was having a lot of back pain. And look, this is all from the frequency. If you're waking up with back pain, folks, it's the frequencies hitting you. If you're waking up with headaches, it's the frequencies hitting you. If you're waking up with knee pain, any kind of pain in your body, any kind of sickness you wake up with, it's the frequencies. You know, I've already linked it all back to the frequencies because I've had pretty much everything. Back pain, neck pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, nausea. I've had all that. When I reduced the frequencies in my house, it all went away. So this man had back surgery. We've got to have one of those devices put in, you know, that I don't even know what you call it. The kind where it's like a pain medication, and they implant it under your skin, you know, and you just push the button whenever you need it and all that. It was supposed to be that, but anyway. He didn't make it home because they said he had a massive heart attack at the hospital and died. So the deaths that are happening right now of the people is massive. The deaths are widespread. They're bad, especially right here in my little town. And I'm doing everything I can to help people. I go visit them and I go help. If somebody gets sick, I go visit them and I try to talk to them and I tell them what I know. You know, that's all I can do is tell them what I know and tell them what I can do to help them. If they don't hear it, then that's on them. At least I've done my part. You know, because there's still a lot of people who are still asleep and they don't believe any of this is happening. You try to tell people who are asleep that the government is trying to take us out, and they'll laugh in your face. They'll laugh in your face. So, the sleeping people, I can't help them. All I can do is tell them what I've experienced and tell them what's going on with me. They either believe it or they don't. And a lot of these people that have died, or that are dying right now, in masses, are the ones who are asleep. The ones who don't know what's going on, and they wouldn't believe you if you told them. That's the ones that's dying. And like I said, the majority of them had the black elephant, and which, in my opinion, is just a death sentence. So I showed you a little bit of the path that I've started, and what I'm going to do. And if you have a place on your property where you can go and get away from your house, like I said, it needs to be at least 100 yards away from any electricity and electronic devices or batteries or anything like that. And you may want to think about creating a bug out place on your property. a place where you can go sleep. I mean, you could even you wouldn't have to build a little building like I'm doing. You could even put a tent out there. I mean, I can't sleep in a tent. I could sleep in a tent, but the last time I tried camping out, the bugs were so bad till I didn't want to try that anymore. I planted some seed right here, and look, the deer has eaten. I planted some, I was going to try to grow some cantaloupe in here, and I planted some cantaloupe seed, and they were coming up good. There's a few of them right there that are coming up. Right here, cantaloupe. But the deer come through here at night, and they eat the cantaloupe. The plants were just like maybe a couple of inches tall, and they've already eaten them down. And it looks like they've almost got all of those now. Anyway, they ate the cantaloupe plant, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I thought I might try it, and I tried it and it didn't work, so can't grow cantaloupes in the woods, folks. Can't do it. The deer love them. So that's all I want to talk about today. If you resonate with this, and if you feel like you might need a getaway place, you might want to consider doing something like this, like I'm planning to do. And that's what came to me in meditation, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys. So yeah, get back in nature. We need to get back in nature for sure. Back to the woods, back to the basics, back to the creeks, the creek banks, back to the sand beds, back to the water, back to the oceans. We need to get back to the basics. I love you guys, and I hope this helps somebody.